what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We've got a big topic to talk about, and there's a good reason for it. We're talking about gaming, Call of Duty, it all, okay? And my internet isn't working right now because my router died. My box died, getting a new one tomorrow, and it made me think. I watched some videos the past few weeks about the state of gaming and Call of Duty and CoD in general and stuff, but also it got me thinking about something. So I'm just going to cover it, and this may be a bit all over the place with some of the topics, but trust me, if you're a fan of Call of Duty, fan of Halo, any FPS game, any game in general, and you also feel like gaming's not what it was, like myself, then I think you might agree with a lot of these points. So, yeah, stick around to hear all the points and let me know what you guys think. So, without further ado, number one, lack of creativity. Developers don't take risks. That's why there's no creativity, because if they take risks, then the higher-ups say, oh no, but don't take risks, because we're guaranteed millions every year. And look at CoD, prime example. When was the last time they did something risky and added something new and made it good? They didn't. Probably 2019, and I hate Modern Warfare 2019 with a passion, but it sold well. Yes, Warzone was a big factor in that, obviously, because it was completely different, and they rebooted it and took some risk. As bad as the game was, they actually took risks, and it paid off. Same situation. You think of Black Ops 2, Ghosts, Modern Warfare 2 Original, CoD 4, World at War, any of them games took risks, added cool new features, and guess what? It paid off, because it's shown the community they were willing to try and innovate and make the game better. So, you know, it's crazy to me. And you know what ties into that? Lack of passion. Lack of passion. Developers aren't making games and at the higher ups, like I said, you remember back when 15 years ago, 20 years ago, games were made by gamers. Companies were founded by gamers, not businessmen. That's what it is now. So there's no passion because they don't care about the games. They don't care about the gamers. They just want to say, make me money. So the developers get their hands tied, even though, and look, some of them genuinely want to make good games and great games. I'm not saying they don't, but they either get told, no, do this, or they don't care themselves. Simple as. And that's why it's lack of passion. I mean, look at the graphic quality, right? Let's look at Black Ops 2's Meltdown versus Black Ops 7's. And this whole thing, we covered this on the channel a few weeks back or a month ago, so when it first launched, Season 1 Reloaded, whatever, about how 2012 on a 360 and PS3 looked really good, looked phenomenal, looked gritty, had really nice graphics and a nice sky, the buildings were dirty like a war zone, and then you get now, in 2025 and 2026, where it's all too clean, it looks just terrible, and it doesn't look, like the skybox isn't even real, it doesn't even look good, like it's just massive lack of quality, because they don't care, or they get told, no, don't focus on something like that, focus on adding more skins and bundles. And by the way, this isn't just gaming, this is the whole world. Look at cars, right? I know it's such a weird example, but look at cars. When was the last time you could say, oh, I saw a blue car, red car, yellow car, green car? You don't. All you see now is either white, silver, or black. That's it. Minimalism. Same with the whole thing with, like, phones. All the phones look the same. There's no passion in design anymore. It's the same across every industry currently. And that's another huge reason why gaming alone has been struggling. People are sick of seeing games that come out year after year, the same. They're broken, unfinished, and they look like shit. That's the biggest problem, okay? It's not made for gamers, and it's not made for fun. It's make me money, and make them want to spend money. That's all it is. That's all it's made for, okay? Now, this kind of ties into the next section, which is remakes. All they do is remake stuff, and half the time, it's not even a good remake. For example, when they did Black Ops 7, and they brought in the MSMC and the M8, why not give me the actual MSMC? Don't tell me, anyone in these comments, don't you dare sit there and tell me that the MPC, whatever it's called, it looks identical to the MSMC. It feels nothing like it, looks nothing like it, acts nothing like it, and it was one of the most disappointing things I've ever seen. When the game first came out, I tried it and I thought it was disgusting. One of the greatest guns of all time that everyone loves, and they ruined it. They made an M8, the M8A1, they'd made that a marksman rifle. And, like, little things, like, they just don't care. The remakes, you know, Raid actually looked quite good. Hijacked looked quite good. But then you get Meltdown, and it's dog shit, you know? This is what I'm saying. It's the remakes, the remakes, the remakes. I mean, look at Halo. They've literally Bungie sold it. 343 have still to this day not made a good Halo game. Infinite's the best we've had, and even that's kind of arse. You know, let's be realistic here. They've run out of ideas because they've already killed the franchise and stomped on its grave. Now they're going to remake a remake. Campaign evolved. Like, look, I'm kind of happy because from what I've seen, they've made the sound effects sound like the original. The story's going to be saying, yeah, that's great. But again, can we go and have some originality? Or at least make the remakes worth it? Like everyone's saying about, oh, just like a remake, and so am I. But if they were to drop a Black Ops 2 remake identical to the original, then yeah, I'm all for that. But they won't do that because they don't want to. They want to push the current issues and situations. But, on to the next topic. Okay, now this one is a bit controversial, but I always speak my mind, and I always be honest about everything. So, I'm going to try just do that now. Bullshit narratives to fit the current agenda. In my opinion, the woke agenda, the bullshit. How do I say this? So, let's say, as an example, the Terminator franchise. Don't know if you guys are a fan. I'm a massive Terminator fan. Let's say they brought a new one out today. The character was not anything like the character was wrote for. Obviously, we think of Arnold Schwarzenegger as, you know, he's huge, he's a big, massive Terminator robot, he's a tank, he's a big brute, he's all this. Imagine the script being wrote, but not for that character. So the Terminator is now 5'3", really skinny, female, doesn't have the personality wit, doesn't suit the build. You get what I'm saying? They do it for inclusivity. Now, as we all know, that's a huge problem at the minute because especially in the movie franchise, the movie industry, sorry, and gaming as well, the characters they don't make sense. They don't make sense at all. And this is a big problem. In my opinion, rewriting the narratives when you're releasing games, they don't hit the same. For example, Makarov in Modern Warfare 2 and 3 original versus modern. In the originals, he was terrifying. He's this fucking Russian dude who did not give a fuck. He would go into a terminal and shoot up innocent people. Yeah? That kind of mentality was shown across the two games of how much of a bastard he was. How many of you guys thought that Modern Warfare 3 2023 Makarov was terrifying? I laughed at him. He didn't... His mannerisms, his facial expression, nothing. The character didn't fit. He didn't look terrifying, he didn't act terrifying, he just was like... He's like a dickhead. He's like, ah, you're a prick. Sure. So... That's a big problem in the video game industry right now. The characters of storylines are terrible. Don't even get me started on Black Ops 7. We ain't going to talk about that campaign. That's just something else. But you just get what I'm saying, okay? And it's a big problem. On to the next. Microtransactions. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming, okay? We need to get away from this. Personally, look, I feel like this. I'm a minority here when I say this. I actually prefer the DLC system. I don't like the seasons. I don't like the skins. I don't like the blueprints, okay? Reason for it. If I'm going to invest in a game and buy a game, right? So I'll go take you back in time to Black Ops 1. We're playing Black Ops 1. The game's great. Whatever. I love it. And then they're like, right, there's a DLC 2 months in or a month in. We get 4 brand new maps. We get a new zombies map. The trailer is phenomenal. And it's based around the game. It's based into... The trailer itself is made for the gamer. It's got good music. It's got graphic content. Stuff like that. It's not like it is now where it's shitty, terrible rap music that nobody likes. And yes, that is me digging at that shitty Fiend song, or whatever it is, that was in the trailer of Black Ops 7, that even wrestling used for WrestleMania, no one gave a shit about it. Travis Scott, whatever, right? There was good music that everyone vibed with that fit the actual theme and genre, okay? That was the first thing. It got you locked in. And you know, Battlefield did a really good job of this with Battlefield 6 live action trailer with butterfly wings, Smashing Pumpkins playing in the background. It was such a great environment to have that music in. So there was the first thing. We had that for the trailer. So the trailers suck with that kind of stuff. Then I'm like, okay, yo, look at this. I want to buy it because I'm getting 4 maps that look sick. I get a new zombies map, and that's on me. And yes, it splits the player base because if you don't have the DLC, whatever. In the end of the day, that's down to the player. If they want to buy that, then that's on them. If they don't, you've still got, let's say, 16 maps at launch to play it. So You know, and then I'm pretty sure it was Modern Warfare 3 2011 that activated a thing you could activate that basically if you don't have the map packs, you don't search for the maps. That simple. I like that. And then we got another 3 map packs throughout the year. Personally, I think that's how the formula should have stayed. That's obviously my opinion. Everyone has their own. That's probably controversial, I guess, to some people, but that's how I liked it. And the trailers for the map packs were great and made a big difference. Not these modern ones that pander to buy new skins, buy new blueprints. And that's most of the trailers. They're like, oh, here is the map. You see a map for a split second, then they throw another blueprint in your face. And yeah, it's terrible. And I'm not a fan. And again, I think 90% of people who enjoy CoD and grew up in my era probably say the same thing. So, yeah. But this gets me to the final and biggest point of this entire video. Why I wanted to sort of make this video. Okay? Everything is online. And this is why, obviously, when I said about my internet earlier, this is why I want to bring this up. You cannot go and play Minecraft offline. You cannot go play Call of Duty offline. That is ridiculous. You know? Not that I want to, but that's not the point. I play Betacraft, as you all know, which is Minecraft Beta. I can play that offline. That's fine. I'll sit and play a single player all day long. I will sit and play my 360s offline all day long. But we live in an era and an age now where if the internet goes off, you just literally can't do anything. You can't function. I can because I'm old school. That's fine. But 90% of people can't now because everything they have is online. All their games, online, digital. Their phone is constantly online. So they rely on texting their friends on Messenger or WhatsApp or whatever. All their money banking apps. Like, everything is online. So, this is why I've said in the last few months, one of the best things I ever did was cancel all my subscriptions over the last 6 months to a year and start buying physical stuff again. I have a CD player, a hi-fi, on my spare desk that I have CDs that I listen to music to. So I can listen to all my favourite songs. I have a CD burner, the lot. I've got stacks of 360 games, Xbox One games, PS4 games, PS3 games, GameCube games, Wii games. Just sat there, all nice and neat, with all my other consoles ready to go. So I've got endless hours of game time to just do whatever I want. I have a 2000 set-up PC sat to the left of me that has Minecraft Beta on it, has Windows 7, has everything I need on it. Yeah? No internet, doesn't need it. This is the problem. This is literally the biggest problem in the entire space right now. Yes, the quality, everything, but let's say they were making great games. Every industry was great. We still can't access it because it's all online. So if your internet goes off, and I think people live in this false reality that the internet is permanent. It's never going to die. It's never going to have issues. What about when Cloudflare went down a few months ago? Twitter went down, 10 other sites went down, 100 other sites, whatever. What about now? My internet router broke. You know, for some people, that would be hell. They don't want to go outside and socialise with their friends. They don't want to do anything. I have a dartboard downstairs. I could sit and throw darts while listening to music. That chills me right out. You just get what I'm saying. I know I'm ranting at this point, but everything needs to die at some point for it to be reborn in a better form. And gaming is massively on its way downhill because it's been pushed to its limit, but not in a good way. If you go back 15 years and look where we were getting massive technology jumps with graphic quality. We were getting massive technology jumps in storage and space and things like this. And just equipment, like PCs were becoming cheaper, accessibility was better. And then look where it's gone, because it got greedy. Somewhere along this timeline, we stopped going for quality and started going for quantity. We started going for money over matter. And that's why the industry is dying and struggling right now. Games come out because it's better for business, not because I want to release a game and have people play it and have them tell me they enjoy playing it. Look at Minecraft, the biggest, best-selling game of all time, was made by Notch for fun. Because he wanted to make a game that people would like playing that's blocky, and it's sort of like a Lego game in a way, but it's adventuring and stuff. Look at it! Look at it! It was so simple and so fun, and look what it became. And even that fell off a cliff now, because it's nowhere near the quality of what it was 10 years ago. Everything has to stop. But it all starts with the consumer. It all starts with us. If we don't get off our asses and stop doing what they tell us to. Oh, buy this game, it's brand new, blah, blah, blah. I am so happy that I do what I do in being old school, playing old stuff, buying old stuff. Because the quality of new stuff, if I buy it, it shows them people are interested. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I still have a 2005 Motorola flip phone as my main phone. Because it does the job that I need. Text and calls. I don't need a big tablet next to my head when I'm answering the phone that's full of all this bloody media stuff. It's a media device. It's not a phone. I've got my computer when I want to talk to people. When I need to do stuff. You know? So, hey, and I tell you what. If you've made it this far in the video, then I'm assuming you probably agree with 99% of the stuff I've said. And fair play to you for sticking through. I appreciate it. But also fair play to you for sticking through and understanding this is a personal rant because it's something I'm passionate about. Understanding that I love gaming so much that I would make a rant like this, just me tearing it to pieces and giving you my honest opinions on it. This is where people can make their own decisions. I'm never going to say that you're a piece of shit for doing all the modern stuff. I think that's dumb. But I would like to try and give people my perspective and show them that I've been happier owning my own stuff and going back in time in a way than living in the shitty modern future where everything is, just, in my opinion, bland and force-fed into your face. So, it is what it is. But I'm going to wrap it up here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to drop a like and a sub if you're new, as always. It helps out a ton. And, yeah, a bit of a long one, but it was fun. I hope to catch you in the next one. And, yeah, I will catch you then.